watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Glad you're with us tonight. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now, and topping the list for us, a safety reminder after another camper fire. We've covered several such fires recently here at WATE 6 on your side, and this morning there was a fatal camper fire along Greenway Drive that spread to the house next to it. Knox County 911 getting the call around 6:15. According to Knoxville firefighters, one person was found dead near the door of the camper. That was after firefighters put out the flames. Now, we don't know the person's name at this time. Also, we don't know the cause. Investigators say they are working on that, but based on what they've seen so far, they do not suspect any foul play. Now, it prompted us to ask, what should people know about fire precautions that might be specific to campers or RVs? So we turned to KFD. Their response, any number of causes could be to blame when a camper burns, but fires are more often seen in older models rather than newer ones. The department says, for the most part, these fires boil down to one common element: improper use of equipment inside the camper.
What we see is space heaters being improperly used inside of RVs, oftentimes used on extension cords. Those can overheat the electrical systems and cause issues. Sometimes those space heaters can get tipped over, pushed up against furniture and different things like that to cause fires. We also see different types of fires because of propane being used in these recreational vehicles.
Wilbanks added that there are some county codes that may affect camping on private property, like how close campers are parked to a home and what source of electricity is being used. Also, it is important to make sure that all the utilities using propane or electricity in your campers and RVs are properly serviced and cleaned to prevent any future problems from happening. Our next big story for you, learning the names of 2 people killed in a crash. Tonight, we are learning more about a crash that claimed 2 lives, including the names of those who died. We're talking about a wreck that we reported on yesterday in the Hardin Valley area along Solway Road at Greystone Summit Boulevard. Now, a report from the Knox County Sheriff's Office says they were 36-year-old Kyle Nelson and 26-year-old Tiffany Fletcher. Investigators say their bodies were found yesterday morning after crashing the night before. We've been telling you the crashed pickup was found down an embankment in a creek, Nelson and Fletcher inside. The report says they were not wearing seat belts. It also says Nelson lost control of the pickup during a heavy rain. Our list moves on with 2 more guilty pleas in a big court case. It stems from a multi-state cocaine and stolen car ring investigation. Those pleas today coming from Juan Gallardo and Jose de la Cruz. We told you when both agreed to plead guilty. Today, the 2 entered those pleas in federal court. Now, they're both due back in court on May 12th to be sentenced. We've been telling you that de la Cruz and Gallardo agreed to plead guilty to conspiracy to distribute at least 500 grams of cocaine. Gallardo was also one of 3 people accused of altering vehicle identification numbers on stolen vehicles. This is where the former Sevier County deputy clerks come in. Now, former Sevier County Clerk's Office workers Brandy Thornton and Roberta Allen, who have since pleaded guilty to conspiracy, were accused of taking cash and food in exchange for Tennessee vehicle registration and titles. Also on our Big 7 list, a new agreement between Knoxville Police and a civilian watchdog panel. We're told this is the first operating agreement between the Police Advisory Review Committee and KPD in PARC's 24-year history. It was signed by Police Chief Paul Noel and PARC Director Tiffany Davidson after several months of talks. Among other things, we're told the agreement formalizes the process for complaints to be submitted to PARC, gives PARC opportunities to observe pre-disciplinary hearings, and establishes regular meetings between Knoxville's police chief and the PARC director. Chief Noel says KPD values transparency and accountability. And PARC's director says, quote, the relationship between KPD and PARC has been effective so far. She goes on to say, however, we felt it was necessary to clearly define each of our roles and the expectations that we have for one another, end quote. Well, making the Big 7 a big screen portrayal of a Knoxville story. Apologies for the pun, but it's a wild one involving this man you see right here, said by investigators to have been a drug smuggler who fell to his death while trying to transport a load of cocaine. But somehow this story also involves a bear, and now Hollywood is putting it out as a movie titled Cocaine Bear. It's at least loosely based on events happening in Knoxville and around the southeast from back in September of 1985. That's the video you're seeing now when a Knoxville homeowner found a man dead on his lawn along with a parachute. According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, former Kentucky narcotics investigator turned smuggler Andrew Thornton fell to his death carrying too heavy of a load of cocaine. According to the GBI, the cocaine found in Knoxville was part of a trail left behind across Appalachians, across the Appalachians. Along that trail, a black bear was found dead in Georgia. Next to it, 40 packages of cocaine that had been ripped open. Former Knox County Sheriff Jimmy J.J. Jones was on the case back in '85 and says, well, it's as unusual as it sounds.
They put two and two together, then we started tracking where the bags of cocaine were thrown out. And it was a multi-agency case, FBI, the TBI, everybody got involved with it. In 1985, there was a huge amount of cocaine. I mean, when you're talking about 300 pounds of cocaine in 1985, that's a lot of cocaine.
Bear purported to be the movie's real-life muse is now on display at the Kentucky for Kentucky Fun Mall in Lexington. Cocaine Bear, by the way, the movie is scheduled to hit theaters on February 24th. The big story for you right now, the large number of wildfires we've seen this year. The State Division of Forestry says it has been called out to 1,250 wildfires so far in 2022, affecting some 18,300 acres. Almost 400 of those fires were in East Tennessee, with roughly a third of that number coming since October 15th. That kind of gives you an idea of just how dry the fall season has been. And to put it all in perspective, foresters say Tennessee averages 750 wildfires per year, with about 17,000 acres burned. So 2022 already surpassing both figures with a month left in the year. All right, we're wrapping up the Big 7 with the holiday spirit for you. Here's Oak Ridge lighting up its Christmas tree for the season just within the last half hour. At 11, we'll show you the kickoff of Knox County's Festival of Lights.